with AARP Alabama. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. A slight pause there, I'm sorry, but welcome to Mindful Movement with AARP Alabama. I'm your host, Judy Mannings, and today's session is with health educator Jerri Haslam. Folks, we want to remind you that AARP empowers people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization that has over 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate for those 50 plus and their families. We want to also let you know that AARP is committed to offering opportunities for people to stay engaged from home. The Mindful Movement series provides an opportunity for you to keep moving in the safety of your home. Well, good morning, Jerri. How are you on this wonderful February morning?
Good morning, Judy. Good morning, everyone. Judy, I'm so excited today. You know, we're in a new month, and I'm gonna put you on the spot, Judy. Last session, I gave some homework out. I'm gonna ask the viewers, but before I ask them, I'm gonna ask you. Did you do the homework? And let me remind you guys, the homework was space and grace. And if you didn't catch that episode, guess what? You can go back and watch it. We are grateful that you can go back and watch previous episodes. So, Judy, did you do your homework?
I most certainly did, Jerri. And just to share a little tidbit, not much, but I was so impressed until I kept moving. And I was moving so until I moved through another birthday. So, guess what? A year older, gracefully living and enjoying every moment of this mindful movement that you have carried us through. And I love that tidbit and I love that homework. So, guess what, folks? It does work. So, you better listen to Jerri and let's follow through. And also, we want to remind you, we want you to be happy. We want you to be healthy. We want you to be active. But before you begin any exercise routine, make sure you check with your physician to be sure it's safe to participate. I did check with mine before my birthday, and I got the green light to keep going. So, Jerri, let's go. Let's get started. Let us know what you got for us.
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that you took your time to be with me this morning. Today, as you can see, I have different workouts each time, but today we will be in the chair. Now, when we're in the chair, I like to remind you, it doesn't mean anything less. It just means we're in the chair. So if you have a chair with wheels, rolls on it, make sure you can secure that chair so we're not rolling anywhere. And even in the chair, look around and make sure there's nothing that can cause you any injury, okay? We're going to get started. I am excited. I put this to Judy, and I'm going to put this to you. I've never done it, but I decided to do it, and I'm glad. I gave a homework assignment. My last session, I said, I want you to give yourself space and grace. I want you to move, to enjoy it. So if you got 10 minutes today and the next day you have 45 minutes, understand that it's never good to beat yourself up because it's not the same. It's okay. That's your grace. It's like, you know what? Today I walked 2 miles. Tomorrow I want to walk the half a mile. That is your grace and your space. The only thing I want you to do is to keep moving. Give me a smile. That's the only thing I require. So, did you do your homework? And if you didn't, guess what? Continue that same mantra, that same mindset throughout this year. Giving yourself space to do it and grace to do it and allowing yourself 5 minutes to an hour or whatever to enjoy that movement. Okay? We're going to make sure today we're going to have our weights. And I tell you, if you don't have weights, it's okay. If you got canned goods, if you got bottles of water, or if you have absolutely nothing. And I say that, you know what, and one of these days, instead of me bringing my weights, I think I'm going to bring me some canned goods or some bottles of water so I can show you guys how guess what? We can improvise. We don't have to, if we don't have it, it's okay. We're going to improvise. But one thing that we're not going to do, we're not going to improvise with a smile. That is a non-negotiable, okay? So give me that smile. Get comfortable in that chair. I want you to sit up in that chair nice and tall. Engage those abs, zip up those abs, sit up nice and tall. And right here, just inhale and blow it out. Notice even when I inhale and blow it out, I'm not laying back in the chair like I'm watching TV. I'm sitting up nice and tall. I got a back on this chair, but I'm using my back to sit up nice and tall, okay? So again, inhale, blow it up and out. Inhale again, blow it up and out. That feels so good. Give me another one. Let's go. Inhale and blow it out. While you're sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to make sure I move these weights just a little bit out the way. I'm going to take my feet to match the legs of my chair. So that allows me to get my feet and my hips, get everything, lined up. So I'm not pulling my knees in. They're out. Everything's here. My knees, my heels, everything is matching the legs of the chair. My legs are right with the legs of the chair. So make that adjustment right there. Sit up nice and tall. And right here, I want you simply to roll your heels off the floor. Some days when I do this, it's like snap, crackle, pop, pop, snap. But today I'm feeling good and I just roll them up and everything feels wonderful. So rolling those heels up off the floor, giving those calves some love. So I did hear a pop and it's okay. It's not pain. It's just my body saying, hello, wake up. I love it. Okay. Rolling those heels up off the floor. Give me two more. Roll those heels up. Just little things that we do can make such a major difference. Hold those heels up. Give me a good stretch right there. Those calves should be engaged like I got my heels off the floor. They're completely up. And put those heels back on the floor. How did that feel? Let's roll those heels up again. And we're not popping them. We're rolling them up. And when we do, we're going to hold it right there. Just holding that stretch. Those heels off the floor. Calves are engaged. There we go. Absolutely. That's it. Come on. Heels are up. Very good. And bring it back down. How was that? Hopefully that felt good. Okay. Now I'm going to simply pull my legs in. And when I do that, I'm going to take one foot out. I'm going to turn that heel up. If you notice, you can see the bottom of my shoe. Or even if you can't, my toe is facing me. I've got the heel on the floor. And I'm just going to lift up and reach over, making sure I'm comfortable. And I'm going to place my hand on the top of my shoe. If you can't do that, don't worry about it. Okay? Put your hand where you're comfortable, where you can feel that stretch. It's like I'm coming out of the chair, but I got my safety and I'm good here. And I'm just going to roll back. Let's do it again. It's just like I'm lifting up and over as if I'm picking up something off of my shoe. So lifting up and over and placing that hand right there on the top of that foot. There we go. That stretch feels good, kind of modified. If I were, reaching down, the chair is helping me with that, and I'm going to roll back up. Excellent. Put that foot back. Take the opposite foot out there. Okay. Again, you're just going to reach up and over. I'm placing that heel on the floor. Toe is towards me, and I'm stretching down to touch that foot. If you can't touch the foot, touch your shin, touch your thigh, or just lean over. Whatever is comfortable for you, that's challenging, but it's not giving you discomfort, okay? Bring it up. Give me another one. Come on. Reach it up and over, placing that heel. That heel is down, putting that hand on top of that toe. Where's that smile? That's it. Love it. Oh, and roll up. Just that type of lifting and stretching, so good for us when we move, when we take all those together and just make that body just fire on all cylinders, okay? This next move, I'm going to give you modifications. You can either cross your feet at your ankles, okay, if that's comfortable for you, or if you're wanting to take it up a little bit more, I'm going to take that foot and I'm just going to place it on top of the other leg, the thigh. This may be a little bit more challenging. Doesn't matter, whichever way is comfortable for you. And then when I do this, guys, I gotta admit, this has got to be one of my top 3 favorite moves. It is such an incredible move. Your hip flexor, your body. This move is one of my top 3 because it incorporates a stretch and a flex at the same time. And it's so beneficial for us because, sometimes you hear people say, oh, my hips are tighter, I'm sore. This move, it always gets my attention. Always. I feel like some days someone just set my hip on fire when I do this. And it's a little bitty move. And I'm going to come back up. This move is helping when you walk, when you lift, when you ski, when you run. Oh my goodness. It's one of my top 3. I'm not going to say my favorite because then I'll say it's my favorite. And then you all say, I thought you said that was your favorite. But this is a top 3 move in just moving, waking up that body. Okay. We're going to put that foot down again. If you can only put your foot here and stretch over, that's fine. But giving that hip, that IT band, all of that, some amazing love and attention, okay? So let's change it out, okay? And you're going to know immediately, I know which side is more flexible. Trust me. I'm going to lean over. That's it. Give me that smile, no frowning. Although some days I'm going to go, oh, it's a frown. But it's the unbelievable. And when I say breathe through it, because sometimes, and I'm guilty too, we'll hold our breath. No, relax and breathe through that stretch, breathe through that flexibility, breathe through that movement, okay? It's gonna feel so much better on the other side. Just breathing through it, okay? And bring it back. If you play pickleball or tennis or racquetball or anything, you know how that fast movement is that you hit the ball, it comes back. This is the same way with that body. You move and it'll respond. Oh my goodness. Amazing moves, y'all. Amazing. Bring it back. Oh my goodness. Put that foot on the floor. How did that feel? Waking up those hips, okay? This move is going to be for abdominals, right? Yeah, our abdominals. I'm going to come a little bit halfway my chair. And again, remember I told you I had a back on this chair, but I'm using my back to sit up. Now, if I was just like, and a blanket wrapped up, no, I'm sitting up, my abs are engaged. And this is a move that you can do. Sometimes it's uncomfortable if we get on the floor. Don't worry about it. You can work your abs from the chair just by leaning back, tapping that back of that chair and bringing it up. When you do that, safety always important. Keep that head, everything in order. You don't want your head flopping back. You want that chin and everything to be in line. Those abs are zipped up, and you're just going to lean back, tap it, and bring it back up. Almost like your own little sliding board, okay? Taking it back, working those abs, just leaning back with that. The abs are engaged. The back, the shoulders, everything is straight. So it's almost like you're just flipping back and flipping up and giving those abdominals some attention, okay? Let's do it again. Let's do 4 more, okay? Taking it back. That's it. Take it back. You don't have to get on the floor to do these abs, and take it back. Oh my goodness. I hope that felt good. Also, you can work side to side as if you're, a bicycle, like when you're on the floor, but you can do this from the chair. And you can start with modified just by doing a twist and bringing that knee up, a little tap there and a little tap. So if you're not comfortable doing that, guess what? It's okay. You can twist, working it out with just your hands. Then you can go and sit to your elbow. So there are different ways that we can do things. If this is hurting your back or is it too much pressure, then modify it so it feels challenging but never painful. Okay, so again, if you're twisting that body, working those abs, working those obliques from the chair, I want 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And if you want to, you can go elbow to knee, okay? And if you do that, it's a little bit more challenging, pulling that knee up, but giving me that smile while you do it. I absolutely love this. That's it. Awesome, guys, okay? That's what we're wanting. From the chair, you may be in a position where you got meetings back to back to back. You're like, oh my goodness, I need this little break. Being at your desk, marching in place, taking your legs out to match the chair, giving yourself a twist, reaching down. All of those things just help. I'm not going to tell you how long to do anything, but I promise you, when you do it intentionally, the time flies. I tell people, turn on your favorite song. You're going to play it twice, and my goodness, you moved, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm going to take these legs, and I'm going to simply remember how I roll my heels up. This time, I'm going to extend my legs. So I'm going to extend it. Notice I'm not just letting it rest. I'm not just doing this. None of that. No. Sitting up nice and tall, extending that leg out, and just bringing it back to the floor. Extending it out. If I wanted to, I could hold it a little bit more, like for 2 counts, okay? Giving it a little bit more resistance when we do that. Either way, working that out. So let's sit up nice and tall, extend it. There we go. Give me that smile. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. How was that? Oh, I hope it's good for you. I love moves like this because they sneak up on you and surprise you thinking, I'm sitting in a chair. Wow. Yes, every move can make an impact, okay? Let's go with the other side. Again, extending that leg up, extending it up, not letting it drag, not doing this, giving me that smile, sitting up nice and tall, and extending that leg. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, did that feel good? Whew, I hope so, okay? Let's get this upper body engaged as well, okay? So this move, I want you to be mindful of your balance in the chair. And when I say that, if you want to just start with putting the weight on the back of your arms in that chair, okay? And just kind of sticking your chest out up like a proud peacock, just putting the weight on your arms, okay? When you do that, you can feel your body weight, okay? We're going to do some tricep dips. This move is a little bit more challenging because we're using the upper body to take that body down and up. But if you don't want to do that, guess what? Just lean back. That's it. Oh my goodness, you can feel that. You ever been just stretching back? Oh, it feels so good. And you can when you put the weight of your body on your upper body, you instantly can feel that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring myself a little bit closer to the front edge of my chair, and my chair is secure because I don't want to flip it off because my goodness, that would not be good. And I'm just going to slide off of the chair, trusting myself, holding my body weight. That's it. Just holding it again. This may not be for everyone, and that's okay. Then I'm going to slide back to the chair. Now, when you do that, I'm going to go down and up. And you'll have to work in the full back of my arm with that tricep dip. Again, you could do this, just putting the weight there. You could come a little bit further up and come off of the chair, hold it, and also you can go down and bringing it back up. When you do this, that is controlling the back of those arms. A little bit harder move. It looks easy, and it should, but it is very much that upper body working, okay? When you do that, and I kind of have described this move over the years, it's like a baby, okay? First, you're feeding the baby with the bottle. Yeah, you feed them with the bottle. Then at some point, the baby's like, I'm hungry. I'm going to hold my own bottle. That would be another move. Then the baby just goes pick their bottle up, and they're doing it themselves. Again, that progression of different ways to do things. But understanding you got to be able to hold the bottle before you can lift it up and put it in your mouth. I think that makes sense. Well, it does to me anyway. Okay, so again, holding that body weight, holding that bottle, lifting that bottle, and actually, I'm gonna go and get my own bottle. So again, put that chest up proud. Oh my goodness, put that weight on the back of the arms. Does that not feel good? To me, it feels difficult and easy at the same time because it's like a relief, almost like, oh, I'm getting in a stretch, but then you can feel the weight of your upper body. and you're holding that body, okay? Then again, if you come off of the chair, it doesn't matter if you hold it for 1 second or hold it for 10 seconds or just holding that body up. Then if you want to add even more, those dips. Work in the back of that body, those dips. Going down and up, making sure you clear that chair. You don't want to hit your bottom on the back of the chair, okay? So again, upper body strength. Oh my goodness. A lot of times we don't use it as much because again, we walk, our legs are strong, but our upper body maybe not as strong, okay? So that's one thing we can incorporate with that. And when I say that, let's go ahead and grab these weights, okay? Oh my goodness. These weights they're just like an extra bonus. Don't think of it as an extra punishment, but it is a bonus when you have the weights, okay? That little bit of resistance, like the cherry on top of a ice cream sundae. I don't know, why am I giving food analogies? I don't know. Maybe I'm hungry. But anyway, let's get ready to put those weights in our hands, okay? And with this being said, I'm going to turn my palms up, okay? And I'm simply going to give it a lift. My palms are up. I'm holding on to the weights because I don't want you just gripping the weight, making the focus be on the weight, but make it be on that bicep. Just squeezing it up. There we go. Bring it up. That's it. Come on. Bring it up. Oh, 4 more. It's 4. 3. It's 2. And 1. Now let's take it out to the side. It's 4. It's 3. Notice I'm using the arm. It's 2. And 1. And when I say notice I'm using the arm, I'm not using my wrist. I'm not doing a chicken. No. I'm using the whole arm when I do this. And then I'm going to bring it to the front. Awesome. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? And let's just take it extended out, extending opposite out. When you do this, I don't want you to punch it. I don't want you to jab it. It's just a smooth move back and forth and not too high, because what we don't want to do is incorporate an injury or aggravate an injury that we maybe had in the past with our rotator cuff, okay? So just taking that arm, just a little bit of extension, not a punch, not throwing it, is control going in as well as bringing it back, okay? Taking it out and bringing it in. This move is control. Yes, it is. I love it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Hope that was good, okay? I'm going to take the weights and just put them to the side because those tricep dips, it told my arms, hello, yes, okay? So with that, I'm going to do a little bit more for my abs, so I'm coming even closer to the front of my chair, okay? And what I'm going to do, I can place my hands in my lap, or if I want to, I can take them over my chest and lean back and bring it in. Even more of a challenge when I do that. And let's do 8, yeah, because we can. Ready? Let's go. 8, 7, 6, keep that back straight. 5, don't let that head flop. 4, 3, it's 2, and 1. Good job. Awesome job, okay? So I hope those abs got to working. I hope those feet got to moving. I hope you understand, if you're in a meeting, if you're in a conference, if you're doing something in front of your computer, take a moment to get up and to move, or take a moment to move from the chair. We could easily stand up, but of course we would cut my head off on the camera. But instead of doing that, we could march in place. We can extend those legs out. So there are a lot of things that you can do from your chair, from your desk. And even if you're traveling, if you're on a 2-hour flight, doesn't matter. Those ankles, a little bit of a move, not to keep the seat in front of you, those things can help keeping your body moving and making your space and your grace important in everything that you do. So give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20, whatever that is, embrace it. I absolutely love you joining me on these sessions, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed being with you. So, Judy.
Well, Jerry, what can I say? Another wonderful, invigorating session today. But you did forget one thing. I would like for you just to add just a little bit to our grace. Give us one more little tidbit to kind of listen for and work on for our next session.
I think I think with our space and with our grace,
Mhm.
understanding that the grace is being grateful to move. A
Okay.
lot of times, and I gotta confess, I've been competitive. I've done marathons, I've done an Ironman, I've done a lot of things, and I've been so competitive that I didn't always enjoy the experience of the activity. You
Mhm.
know, I grew up, I gotta tell you, I grew up where exercise was a punishment. Give me 5 laps, you're late. And I'm so grateful that that has changed. And it's it's grateful to move. So doing 5 laps, I welcome that. So
Mhm.
not using it as a punishment. So that grace is embracing that activity, enjoying it at the time it's happening.
Okay. And I think as a seasoned AARP member, you have brought that grace into these sessions each each session we have. And we appreciate you for taking the time, but most importantly, giving us that tidbit to keep us going to the next one. I can speak for myself and on behalf of myself and the other viewers. We thoroughly look forward to this opportunity on Tuesday. And I would like to say thank you for joining us this morning for another session of our Mindful Movement. Remember, you can join in on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And you can always go back and look at the tapes from the previous sessions. Make sure, make very sure that you keep it moving, keep the grace, and take care of yourself. Until the next time, have a beautiful evening, afternoon, really. Take care. Goodbye.